Greetings. I'm back in Hakon village at the shrine, the prayer pot, my bad. And now I'm going to show you what I meant with the XP boost, with a small gift of 1000 money, zeni, muni, whatever the currency is called. You are going to choose the second option, prayer, and then the third one for 1000. Put some soul into it, and if you do this, you gain an XP boost of 15% for a full hour. Time doesn't run out if you're in a fight, which means if you're a little bit later in the game and have the ability to summon enemies, you will be able to fully capitalize on it. So basically, you'll be 5 seconds without being in a fight, between each fight, so you can probably for a full day just spam monster calling and then fully capitalize on the XP boost. At first we're going to follow Berioth. I'm recording 3 or 4 episodes in a row so that I can unlock more Zemites, so that I can unlock the ability to roam freely here with nests appearing, so that I can off-screen farm a little monsters or EXP, or at least do something, because I don't want to record too much in advance in case I decide to name monsters after viewers or something. Maybe I'm going to find some reason why I don't want to record too much in advance. In case you noticed, you probably have, the game has some slight frame rate issues. It doesn't matter if you play on the new 3DS, original 3DS, it doesn't bother me too much, to be honest. If it has some frame hiccups, I can live with that, but some people may or may not get annoyed by this stuff. Alright, let's go continue following this Berioth. Oh, the caves have appeared already. There's even a rare one. I don't know if I can even access it right now. It doesn't seem like it. Nope, not yet. Damn it. Caves will disappear once you've, or rather, they will reorganize and spawn randomly. If you, for example, enter a house or leave the area, and since I have to at least leave the area once to actually get access to this cave, since I can't fly or swim, this cave is basically out of my reach. Well, I don't mind. My Katku can one-shot them, and I think I can too, with my special ability. Oh, 3 of them. Let's put our sweeping strike to use. Usually I don't like wasting bond points with my hunter, but in this case, or at least in the beginning, it's not that important. By the way, I don't know if it was explained or if it wasn't, but the longer or the more fights you do with your monster, the higher the initial bond points you have at the beginning of the start are. Because this makes sense. A stranger monster that got shit out of the egg, which you have never used before, has 0 bond points, and if you used it for a longer periods of times, and possibly had it for multiple hours or areas or something, the initial bond points will be quite high, 30 or possibly higher. At the moment it's 22, which is more than enough to actually use any ability my Kutku currently has at the beginning of the fight. The better the skill, the more bond points it consumes, which is pretty self-explanatory actually, but some attacks are more worth it than others. For example, there are attacks who are hitting multiple enemies randomly, like there are 3 enemies for example, and if you use this attack it hits more than it hits 5 enemies, it spreads out and deals less damage than deals less damage than if you actually use the single targeting attack. But we don't have access to those kind of attacks yet, so let me save real quick. And yes, I was right, I have to enter one of those huts before I can actually go there to go to the Golden Cave. Tough shit. So let's go ahead, I guess. We have 2 options. This one we can't enter yet, but I can already spoil it to you. This will be our house. We will going to be having one house in every settlement, city or something like that. And this one is ours, and this one is not. But this is pretty important, this house. Very, very important. You'll see soon enough. I was doing arm wrestling with some fat guy who was like 3 meters high, and he wrecked my arm. He just broke it, man. He just broke it. And this is the story why we don't have arm wrestling anymore in Monster Hunter games. Ah, she's exactly like in the anime. I'm so tsundere. It's not like I asked for your help or something, but... Baka. Spoiler, we're never going to get into her village. Ever. Oh, thank you. Without you, I'd be dead. Now piss off and bring me those herbs. I want to smoke a fat mountain herb blunt. Gotta have your priorities. Ah, I see. The cats you see on the right, one is the stable cat. The stable cat will stalk you everywhere you go, unless it's in a settlement or city, as I said before. Merchant cat and a smith. The thing is, the further you advance, the better stuff the merchants have, which is pretty self-explanatory, but it doesn't mean that the old merchants update their stock. It stays the same shit pretty much that it was before. We have some new items here. Zest Pill, which, as you can see, releases Skill Seal, which is pretty much the same thing as Mute or Silence in RPGs. Anti-Para Potion is pretty self-explanatory. Hot Mist is, I explained in the last part, hot drink for pretty much everyone. And paintballs. Paintballs are very important for me. I am going to buy some because I can't combine them yet. 5 should be enough. And yeah, that's it. The other money I'm going to waste on armor and weapon, because we are now able to buy better stuff. Bone Cleaver, which has A new skill, Fang Beast Hunter. If you use it on Fang Beasts, the only one which we can fight in this area is Lagombi. Lagombi and Arturos are both Fang Beasts. They gain additional damage if you use this ability against them. And we also have access to 2 new armors. The Bone Armor and the Bananarama Armor. I'm leaning towards the Banana Joe armor because it has evasion, which is pretty nice, and critical eye. I think might would be better as a flat out attack boost, but I'm using Bananarama armor because the evasion boost and because it looks sick as fuck. Sick meaning that it looks pretty sleek actually. Let's upgrade the weapon. What? Ah, it's too expensive. Let's sell some stuff. We can actually sell our old equipment because we won't use them. They have shitty skills, so we won't use them in the future just because of their skills, because they don't have any. And the ones they do have are pretty bad. So, we won't be able to upgrade this one for quite some time. Apteros, or whatever you are going to pronounce them, won't be showing up for quite some time. Let's upgrade our Banana Joe armor. I'm pretty low on bugs because insects in this game, or insect gathering spots, are pretty unbalanced. They are more rare than other gathering spots, for example ore or herbs or something like that. Now that we took care of this, let's be on our way. I should be able to access the hut on the right side from my rider after I have left. Oh, I thought I would leave like this and then the ride would be actually accurate, but it's left now. Your house. Stalker Stable Feline has apparently brought all my stuff as well. So now let's change up the color. Appearance. Armor color. Now I can show you we have multiple options. I think black looks actually pretty good, black and white. Yeah. The other ones are too vibrant for my taste, so let's stick with this one. Usually I'm a sucker for white-haired protagonists, either actually only for males. For females it should be blonde all the time. But since my last protagonist in the Japanese game was white-haired, I chose to use black hair. What? Oh, I thought I wasn't allowed to go there, but apparently this message was for nothing. And as you can see, the golden, what's it called, cave is gone. Nice. Well, not that much. Now we also have access to caves. Let me see. Big enemies apparently haven't spawned yet. In every area, in this case the ice area, there are some bigger monsters running around everywhere. For example, in the first area in the plains, there was Katku, Velocidrome, Blue Katku and Arturos who are running around. In this area, not. Lagombi is one of the enemies big enemies we've encountered. There are some other ones, but we haven't encountered those yet, so they're not running around yet. Alright. Let's go this way first. There may be some items. What? Alright. We're not allowed to go there yet. Let's see. Okay. Now we will probably bitch that we're not allowed to go there just yet, so let's go just this way. Oh. Whatever this might be, it's probably not important. Wink wink. Ah, by the way, I also took one quest, which is gathering Darch Snowfield ingredients. Darch Snowfield ingredients to deliver them, and that's a regular quest. That's why it's highly suggested, or advised rather, that you're picking up pretty much every item you come across, because otherwise you have to just backtrack, and it's a pretty annoying time sink actually. Those orange bones, yeah, they're bones. Those orange bone gathering spots usually house egg fragments, especially in caves. In caves, I think in caves there are 100% egg fragments. In the overworld, not so much. Ah, Big Daddy Zemtrios. He is the grown-up version of the Zemites. Zemites grow through eating, and they grow pretty fast, actually. Zemtrios is an ice monster, as you can see. Let's trade our monster to Laguna. Zemtrios is an ice monster, very susceptible to fire and even more to thunder, I think. Or I think it's the same, -4 and -4. And he is preferring technique attacks. Some monsters don't really give away their attack patterns from their looks alone. Some monsters look like they would recommend, they would actually prefer power attacks, but they use speed, or vice versa, or technique rather than strength, and so on and so forth. So it's not always that obvious. Ice armor, as far as I can remember, boosts defense, but decreases elemental resistance. And as you can remember, I used power before. If I use technique now, guess what happens? And this is actually a really good attack to learn, let's say. Combo, which doubles your attack afterwards. Well, I mean the last attack that initiated the combo is doubled. So, since he's a technique attacker, he also uses speed, I think. Using speed won't be that good, so let's change to Blaze Ball again, shall we? So that I don't have the disadvantage and get my ass kicked by Zemtrios. He should be dead soon, actually. Ah, Breath Blast. This can only be initiated if the enemy has actually a breath type attack. Zemtrios has one, as you saw before, and he's also weak now, as you can see now. And... oh, no kinship attack. Alright. Going to finish it the old-fashioned way. Scatter Frost Breath is, as you can see, all enemy hitting attack. It's the best one, actually, in the whole game to hit multiple monsters. Oh, there we go. Now he used speed. Oh! This was more damage than I thought. But doesn't matter, since you have 3 hearts, you can allow yourself 1 or 2 mistakes. And every time you go to sleep, all your hearts are going to get filled up. And there's also a pink sack-like item, which looks like portable earplugs, and it restores 1 heart. You barely have to use it though, except if you're in a pinch, but it's very useful actually. Especially if you're in a dungeon or something like that and you can't go back to wherever you want just to fill up your hearts. This isn't Legend of Zelda where you can have a bajillion hearts at the end of the game. Sadly. Soon, but soon. If they ever should decide to make a Monster Hunter Stories 2, which, if they are actually going to do this, I will scream like a little fangirl. Because this game is a lot of fun to me, but it depends how well it does in the West. So, buy it, you peasants. So, the area should be secured now. Let's just grab some more items, then go back to Tsundere-chan, if that's the correct Japanese word for her bitchy behavior, and then, yeah, afterwards we should be ready to, or be able to, explore thoroughly. Hope I didn't miss any of the Poogies, actually. I know where the other 2 or 3 are here, but we can't access them yet because we need some monster abilities, which we don't have access to right now. Well, we do have access to some, but we don't have the monster right now. So there's nothing here. Yeah, we should be good. Right, grab this one. And yeah, I think I'm going to end it with a cliffhanger. She's inside of there. She won't die of hypothermia. My Velocidrome's head is bigger than this Barrios' tail. Well, actually not, but I didn't mean this tail. Bomb chicka went well. The actual Barrios in this game, who are wild, are towering giants, mutants, monstrosity. They're so huge, they could be considered, well, very big Barioths. I wanted to say something dirty, but YouTube will kick my ass and strip away my YouTube ad revenue, and my family has to live. I need to feed. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon.